taken a moment in life, sometimes it's nice to just pause and enjoy the moment. And I've done that, enjoying the company of family and friends and spending time with loved ones. I took a moment to drive and catch up with one of my dearest friends from Melbourne, and I enjoyed the beauty of the countryside and everything it had to offer. It's so nice just to take a moment and enjoy your friends and making memories together. It just captures what life's about. I enjoy making meals to enjoy with others and taking a moment, as this weather has been relentless with more rain in a month. I think it was a record for the last 30 years in Queensland. So, sorry I've been away, but I'm back. I'm looking a little worse for wear. I've just come back from the gym. The rain has been brilliant still. It's just been relentless. Last night when I was at work, it just rained for 2 minutes, just hard rained, and my husband had taken the covers off garlic, which I'd covered yesterday, so they got a bashing. But we've got more rain coming, apparently 60 to 80. This just looks like they're gone, but I'm going to just try and get through this rain. And I'd cut all the bulbous things off, and I'm not sure whether that was the right thing to do, but I didn't know what else to do. So anyway, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I can see. So over here we do have some snow peas starting. We've got one in each. And so I've planted a few more in there just to see if they will hatch. My beans, hang on, let me go over there. So I hid my beans from the rain because they got pelted and covered in rain the other night, so they're all wet, but they are coming up a beauty. So we can only hope that they will all sprout. So that looks promising. And these ones have nearly all germinated, so I'm happy with that. They just came up so quickly. They were all under yesterday when I put them underneath. They all looked a bit like this. So these ones aren't up as yet, but also I just noticed with some, the roots are starting there. So I'm just going to pop them around and hopefully that helps. And I dare say they'll all be up possibly today. But see, like, clearly I possibly didn't plant them the right way. So anyway, hopefully they'll all be up. It's not a complete loss. It's not a complete loss. But I'm just trying to think what to do now. So hopefully I'll be able to plant out the beans, but the whole, I guess, reason was obviously to save money on having to buy products. We use a lot of onions, we use a lot of garlics, and this is just what happens when you don't know the oh, well, you know what? It's not even not knowing the seasons. You can have an idea about the season, but something that's not expected. This was very unexpected. There's only so much. It's a little like life. There's only so much that a person can handle, a little bit like a plant. There's only so much a plant can handle. and then it's going into either trying to survive or it's going to die. So yeah, one thing I forgot to look at was my tomatoes. They're the only things that seem to be doing well at one moment. So looking at this, oh god, we're gonna have to, she's getting too, I might just try and shove that in there. Hopefully that'll hold her. They look stunning. So these are definitely the Roma ones. Looking at the shape of that. Yeah. So we've definitely not had to water them. But we're definitely needing to stake them a little bit better. So I've cut that branch down, so hopefully that'll bring in some more light for them. But yeah, hopefully they will be okay. I don't think I've ever had such a bad gardening season. Ever. Even when I knew nothing. I feel like I know less than nothing at the moment. Anyway. Yeah. 3 more days of rain. 3 more days of rain. I'm gonna go have a coffee now. I took all the little bulbous things off and it's just, I don't know. They all seem to be just suffering and dying. Look at this one. I mean, honest to God, look at it. So, what do you do? So I think what I'm going to do is just take them off, because essentially you want the bulb underneath getting all the energy. My concern is with taking it off if we're going to continue to be growing things in there, and I'm just going to plant these. I don't know if anything's going to happen, and we can always replant, but I've got a few of these, so yeah. Just really honestly has to be the worst year that I've had in garlic ever. But you get that. So it's just this little one. They all have been stressed because of the weather. And so if they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. Just honestly. And I think these ones I might just put in here because I've got a few. I've got all these to plant. That's how many I got because the plants were stressed. So we'll just see how that goes. I have no expectations. So I got my beans. The beans that I planted in here did not grow. So planting container and all. So some are just kind of coming up, but I don't know if they're going to grow. So I'm just planting it. I'm going to go deep. I'm going to plant it so that it's there. Just because they're obviously leggy from trying to find the light. With all that rain, I had to hide them. So yeah, I'm going to go down lower than usual. And obviously underneath it should be good. So just gonna do that. Thank you. Okay, so we need to tie up these tomatoes. So I've put stakes down, but silly me didn't read when I got these tomatoes that they grow to, let me have a look at the tag again, they grow to, 2 meters, 2 meters. So we shall see, because I'm 1.65, so they're going to be bigger than me. Okay, we shall see what happens, but in the meantime they need some support. So and my thoughts with cutting these is I do want to use them again, so I try and cut them at a nice length, I guess. Now with these, I don't want to tie them too tight, just because obviously they're growing. So a little bit of length. And I'm already seeing some flowers on these guys. So I'm questioning the 2 meters. So we got both yards mowed. So looking a little better. Still need to do some whipper snipping. And in me mowing, I ruined one of the peas containers. I pulled it too hard and broke the styrofoam. So I'm going to try and replant that. Something is clearly attacking the tomato. So hopefully I'll bugger off. But it's just interesting that these are already starting to form flowers. So, And obviously, I think I might, just because looking at some of these leaves, they're not the best at the bottom. So I think I will just trim that up for some airflow. Oh. It'll be interesting to see. I've just put stakes in the beans, but I'm not going to tie them up at the moment. I probably left these a little too long for staking. I should have done it a little while ago, but life. So it is what it is. As I say, you're gonna die. So it's okay. It's not gonna be the end of the world. We just learn from it. You know, when you're working and you gotta pay bills, that probably takes priority over the hobby that you love. And one day, hopefully the hobby will be a little bit more permanent, but for the moment, it's not. So maybe these aren't getting enough sun, I don't know. But I'm just gonna trim the bottoms for airflow. I mean, nothing's gonna produce any fruits at the bottom here, so help it out. A lot of people trim right up high, so let's do one up high.
lawn mower.